All right. Hi, my name is Kirch, and this is my final video presentation for the political economy of energy, and this is called The Joy of Composting. The energy issue description: our world is wasteful. Humans aren't able to keep up with the amount of waste we are producing, which is increasing carbon emissions, pollution, and global warming. Why should we care? Our world is only going to support us if we take care of it. Composting is a way to reduce waste, reuse our food scraps, plant clippings, mulch, etc. One of the root causes of carbon emissions is produced from the breaking down of trash. If you fear that composting may attract bears, bugs, funky smells, take up unwanted space in your yard, there are companies in the Bozeman area that will take it for you. And today in this presentation, I'll be highlighting the happy trash can. And then in the right corner is just how stinky our world can be if we continue on this path. On the left is a graffiti artist that made a skull and the toxic carbon emission sign, and that's just a visual representation of pollution. And then in the middle is a picture of the 5-gallon pail that you would get if you buy into the Happy Trash Can Co-op. And then all those trash cans are ones that they put the unfinished compost in and let it kind of marinate and break down. And then behind it is some of the mulch and some finished compost. And then on the right is a picture of the contents of the inside of your bin, and it's smushed down into, you see those little green bags. Those are completely compost friendly, and you can either line your bin or you can just put your stuff in, but it's definitely easier to line your bin when the team comes and collects it every week for you, or every 2 weeks, I mean. The political analysis: Ryan Green and Adrian Huckabone are a husband and wife duo that started this company to pick up waste in Gallatin and Park County, and they are currently composting approximately 20,000 pounds of waste each week, which they mix with wood chips from local landscapes, tree care, and wood shops. And then many of the supporters of this project are the larger community. I'm a supporter, and a lot of supporters locally that are individuals are found from the local farmers market scene. And then there are also a lot of businesses in Bozeman that compost, like grocery stores and restaurants. So there's a lot of action for the happy trash can. On the left is a picture of a trash bin that's been converted into a compost, and that's a way that they advertise at the Bozeman Farmers Market. And all of the trash that you buy, or all the trash that you'll produce after going to the farmers market, is compostable. And so that's one of the targeting messages, that, you know, we can take care of this waste that we're producing. And then on the left, or on the right, I mean, is Ryan and Adrian, the founders, and they are at the job site gathering a bunch of stuff. And then the economic analysis: this is a co-op that shares the finished compost with subscribers, local farmers, and local gardeners. I personally got 15 pounds of compost and was able to put it in my yard to plant my bushes in my front yard, so it's pretty awesome. It's not a waste. And you can buy into the partnership or co-op for $15. And then something that I learned is that 30% of municipal waste stream is compostable, yet it continues to be put in landfills across our nation. This amounts to more than 50 million tons of organic material being buried in our country each year, which decomposes with oxygen and produces methane and greenhouse gases, which is 30 to 50 more times potent than carbon dioxide, which is gross. And this is a direct save from landfill waste. And yeah. And then the scale analysis: this company is based in Gallatin and Park County, so this is only servicing a small portion of Montana. And as far as I understand, you can compost, but it takes a lot of energy and smells a little funky, and there's definitely a learning curve to the process with the bacteria, and just figuring out when to flip it, when to mix it, what to add. Yeah, The Green Party is a big supporter of this movement, but there's a larger pushback from traditional conservatives from partaking in this effort. However, public land advocates as well as agricultural workers are being more involved, which is something that I've learned from my classmates and friends. And then Montana State University has been composting the dining hall waste to become a greener campus, and that totally limits the amount of carbon emissions that we're producing. And I know currently we aren't using the compost, but that's because it's not ready. And then this is a picture of the composting mulch and finished compost with some dilas in it. And I just want to remind everyone that pretty things grow in all sorts of places. And this is from Calliope Farms, which is a local flower farm that uses the Happy Trash Can compost. And then messages to the class of 2070. I'm not sure if I should feel sorry or grateful that my generation finally changed our waste situation by participating in the joy of composting. But if you're mad at us, I'm really sorry. This is not because our society wasn't educated, it's because our political leaders are way too wrapped up in their own personal gain and money-oriented, which is simply gross. And I really hope that that's not true. I hope that you're enjoying the Montana blue sky and the animals aren't extinct and you are finding joy in your life. And I want to remind you to never let your voice be silenced, that you have the power to inspire change. And if we left you in a gross place, don't think that this is the end all be all. There's still hope. You're strong. You're powerful. You can do this. Thank you for listening to my presentation.